Hello everybody, I am finally back with yet another K-pop related video, in case you couldn't tell by my bad singing of Tonight by Hyorin. I'm sorry y'all, I was jamming to the song before I came on camera and I just couldn't stop because that whole album is just my jam, bro. She needs to come out with another album like ASAP. I know Sistar had another comeback, but you know, I'm gonna need another album. I was gonna say, you know, even if she just passes out on the stage during the comeback stage, as long as she get back up, she good. But you know, that would be evil. I don't want to do that. That's unacceptable. But anyways, even though I am hyped in a mug right now, and I got Deadpool up in my titties, I gotta push him up like Morgan Fairchild a little bit. Dolly Parton. Yeah, you gotta get Dolly Parton. Deadpool. There we go. This is one Funko that I am never gonna sell. Anyways. Even though I'm hype right now, and even though I'm wearing a tank top for the first time in like 20 years, this video is not going to be of the ratchet hype variety. This video, we gotta talk about racism, unfortunately, because, yeah, some members of GOT7 done messed up. Well, really, it was just two in particular, but, yeah, they done messed up. I mean, granted, there was some underage. For those of y'all who don't know, let me just give you a quick little synopsis of the situation. One of the members, I can't remember who exactly it was, got accused of underage drinking it. I say accused because we don't know exactly for sure if he was drunk in the pictures that I saw, but in the picture that I saw, dude looked faded, like just gone, faded. It looked like he was so faded, it looked like there could have been a little bit of meth in there too. I mean, he was just gone. He looked like if you asked him what 2 plus 2 was, he would have said Superman ice cream. He was, bruh. He looked like he could have thrown up all over Mark's poolside at any damn moment. He was gone. I mean, just, god damn, he was gone. But like I said, there was some underage drinking involved. Dude was faded. But the main thing that has a lot of I Got Sevens messed up, and that's got them messed up and just angry somewhat. Bam Bam, Dolly Parton. Bam Bam done said the N-word. Bam Bam done somewhat messed up, y'all. And really quickly, before I begin on my personal opinions on the entire matter, when I say two members of GOT7 messed up, I'm not talking about the member who was accused of underage drinking and Bam Bam. I'm talking about Bam Bam and Mark. Yeah, even though Mark was not directly in the shit, Mark done messed up for the simple fact that his friends were the ones who started the entire fiasco. And let me just add a little something to the synopsis of Bam Bam saying the N-word. I've heard numerous things about this particular story, but the things that tend to come together as a general consensus is the fact that Bam Bam was hanging out with a group of Mark's friends, and they were all saying the N-word. Bam Bam asked one of Mark's friends, I've heard that either a woman was asked or a man was asked. I don't know exactly which one is true, but he asked one of Mark's friends what exactly the N-word meant. I think they were saying the A variation and not the ER variation, but I have heard a couple people say that Mark's friends were saying the ER variation of the word. But basically, he asked them what the word meant, and they told him that it meant bro or brother. So Bam Bam then decided to call over Mark to the area of the house that he was at and called him the N-word in order to do that. Now, let me add something else to this. When I say that two members of GOT7 done messed up, I'm not necessarily saying that I blame them for the situation, because really it's not either of their faults. It's not Mark's fault for the simple fact that, like I said, he was not directly involved in the shit, so you can't really blame him for anything, even if it from what I've read, it was his party and it was at his house. How his daddy let that happen, I don't know, because his daddy looks like the type of motherfucker, if you have a party at his house and he don't know, he's gonna hit you with the hard side of the broom and it's gonna be on and popping. And that goatee mustache situation, that scares me, so I would not be going to no GOT7 parties at Mark's house just because I ain't trying to get hit with the broom. His daddy look like he don't play no games at all. That is a black woman stuck in a black man, in an Asian man's body. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm just keeping it real. But anyways, he was not directly involved in the shit. Even if it was his party, even if it was his friends, he was not directly involved in the shit. So I'm not gonna blame him for anything. The only thing I blame him for was the fact that it was his. Well, not even blame him for. The only reason why I say he done messed up is because he invited those people to that party, and they were the ones who caused all the shit. The reason why I don't blame Bam Bam is because Bam Bam asked what the word meant before he said it. That is something that, as someone who is not from this country, he did the right thing. He was responsible in how he handled the situation. He just got false information, he ran with it, unfortunately, and now we're in the situation that we're in. A lot of people feel like this is going to be the end of GOT7. I heard a lot of people saying that their careers are over and all this type of like stuff. That made no sense whatsoever. I need to stop talking so fast. I really do. I've heard a lot of people basically saying that GOT7's careers are over because of the situation. I don't think that's the case. I think that a lot of international fans are going to look at them in a different way, especially Mark, and they're going to be keeping their eyes on Bam Bam just in case he says it again, because now that he knows what the word really means and how much he's really offended people, as of this recording, this is July the 13th, about 2 o'clock. I don't know whether or not he's apologized yet, but now he should know exactly what the word means and to not say it again. So if he does say it again, even if he's covering a song or anything like that, even if he does say it again, then I GOT7's got the right to jump on his ass for the simple fact that he was told what it meant, and he ran off with it. And really, he just showed he doesn't care if he says the word again, even if it was by accident. Let's get on to the real problems in the situation. Mark's friends. Now, Mark's friends, if y'all happen to come across this video, just know that if you comment on some disrespectful shit, I really don't care. I don't. Y'all were wrong as hell for what y'all did. For the simple fact, granted, me personally, in regards to the N-word, I don't really like it when non-black people say the N-word. But depending on your location, where you come from, how you grew up, I would understand why somebody who isn't black says the N-word. If you've grown up around people who say nothing but the N-word all day, every day, and you don't really understand the fact that black people may have a problem with it, granted, how you don't understand that, I really don't know. But if that was the case, I understand why you would then say the N-word. Because, granted, do I agree with it? No. Am I necessarily gonna come at you and ostracize you and just come at you on some disrespectful shit? No. Because you grew up around it. So, I mean, if I'm the first person ever telling you, hey, that's not cool, you're not black, you should not be saying the N-word, then I can't really get mad at you because you're not really familiar with the situation. But in regards to Mark's friends, from what I've heard on their Instagram, the fact that they're deleting comments from people who are telling them, hey, this was not right, you did wrong, you did your boy wrong, you did Bam Bam wrong. The fact that they're deleting those comments, but they're keeping the ones that are supporting them, they know what's up. They know exactly what's going on, they know what they're doing, they know what they did. And that is very disappointing. Not only as a black person is that disappointing, that's disappointing on the simple fact that this is supposed to be your friend, somebody who you're supposed to be looking after, somebody who you're supposed to care about, and you just put their entire career in jeopardy because you want to be stupid. At the least, what y'all should have done as Mark's friends, not even necessarily as loyalty to Bam Bam, what y'all should have did as Mark's friends was sat Bam Bam down and tell him, listen, to us, to Cali boy Asians, the N-word means bro, brother, etc. But just so you know, There are people out there who feel some type of way about this word and who do not like us saying this word. So whether or not you decide to say the word, that's entirely up to you, but this is what it means to us. If they had did that and then Bam Bam said the N word, knowing what it means to other people, then I would say hop on Bam Bam. Not necessarily hop on Bam Bam, but really let him know what he did was wrong. And then Bam Bam would also be in the wrong. In the situation that happened, the fact that they told Bam Bam, oh, it means bro, no. I'm sorry, but you can't blame Bam Bam for that, because he, like I said, he did what he was supposed to as somebody who's not from this country in regards to that word. He was given false information, and now we're in the situation that we're in because of the fact that he was given false information by people who were not thinking of what it could have done for his career and what it could have done for their boy's career. And that's the thing that really kills me. You gonna call yourself a friend to somebody, but then put their careers at jeopardy like that. Like, who does that? Honestly, like, on some real shit. Like, even if, like I said, even if y'all are grown to be accustomed to that word as Asian people from California, you need to let people from this country know, listen, there are people out here who do not agree with the usage of that word. Whether or not you decide to use it, that's on you. This is not on me. Hell, if they had said that to Bam Bam, I wouldn't even be coming at them right now, because, hey, y'all told him what you do is what you do, what I do is what I do. So, I mean, you couldn't necessarily blame them if Bam Bam said it in that context, but it's not in that context, unfortunately. They purposely gave him false information, put it all over Snapchat for whatever fucking reason, and then this shit happens. This video is getting a little long, so I'm going to try to narrow it down a little bit, at least before we get to the 15-minute mark. Like I said, do I think that GOT7 their careers are over? No, I think they're going to be fine. I mean, this isn't really going to mess them up in any way. If anything, the underage drinking is going to mess them up, but from what I've heard, K-netizens don't even give a shit about not even that. Because, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, the age of drinking in Korea is 18, and it's not 18 over here. It might as well be 18 over here, honestly. So, that's not really going to affect them in a negative way. If anything, JYP is going to be on their asses every time they come to America, but it's not going to be the end of their career. We're still going to get GOT7 comebacks and everything. But, if anything, this has really damaged how the international fans feel about them, and especially Mark. For the simple fact that these were your friends who did this. So now international fans, and especially I feel bad for people who are Mark biased, now they have to sit here and really question, well, if your friends say this all the time and they relay this type of information to Bam Bam, how do you feel about the situation, and how do we know that you weren't doing the exact same thing before you became famous? And how do we know that if you weren't famous right now, you wouldn't be the exact same way these fans are? So, I mean, it's going to be hard for especially him to have to deal with that, because I'm the type of person, I don't necessarily feel that the way your friends conduct themselves reflects on you necessarily, because we all have friends who do shit that we don't agree with. Just because my friend, you know, smokes weed or drinks or, you know, puts wine bottles in holes that wine bottles should not go in, no shade, my friends don't do that, but let's just say the friend did do that. That isn't necessarily a reflection upon me, and that doesn't necessarily say that I think that it's okay. I mean, because I mean, at the end of the day, they do whatever they want to do, I do whatever I want to do. I'm a reflection upon myself, that's it. Unless I, you know, become the head of a big corporate company and everything, then the situation kind of changes just a wee bit. But yeah, Mark's gonna have to deal with some shit, because now fans are really starting to wonder, you know, what exactly were you doing before you got famous? Hell, are you even saying this word around GOT7? I mean, granted, I'm presuming Jackson will probably get in that ass if he ever did. He seems like he would, you know, take that shirt off, pull them pants up, and y'all know how black men do, and y'all know Jackson is invited to the cookout, so you already know how that entire situation will go. But yeah, I think this whole situation is unfortunate, but yeah, people are really gonna start questioning Mark, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty bad. But all in all, I hope that apologies are issued just for the sake that they should be issued. Bam Bam, I feel really bad for Bam Bam just because he honestly didn't know. He got trapped into a situation. Mark's friends, a lot of people are calling them snakes and going in on their Instagrams. And I mean, hey, look at what you did. It's kind of snakish, bro. Should have thought about that. You should have protected your boy. Should have protected your boy. And you shouldn't. This just goes to show people anything you do on camera will stick with you if it gets to the wrong person. Hell, even. Thank you so much for interrupting my video. I understand that even with me being on YouTube, if these videos just so happen to get to the wrong person and I'm trying to get a corporate job, I can't necessarily get mad at them that they don't hire me just because I said that I would, rub lotion all over Jonghyun. Granted, they would probably be wondering why I would want to rub lotion all over an Asian man, to which I would say that is absolutely none of your business. Don't question me, so concentrate on your own, in which case I would not get the job anyways. But just really be mindful of the fact, be smart with what you do online. All in all, straight up, be smart with what you do online, because it will come back and bite you in the ass if you do not protect your ass enough. And hey, the fact that you're protecting your ass and you feel the need to probably says you shouldn't be doing the thing in the first place. And I'm gonna leave y'all off with those little words of wisdom. Deuces. And Mark's friends, get it together. I don't know none of your names. I know one of y'all is Andrew, but just get it together. Please, get it together. And stop saying the N-word. Please. Thank you.